Hey, this is Antonio. Welcome back to my channel. Now, who's ready for some fighting words? In this video, I want to talk about Savannah Marshall and her fight against Claressa Shields. She is the GWOAT. She's once again accomplished everything. She's unified again. What can I say? Great fight. Kudos and shout outs to both of them for making an amazing main event for the. That was an awesome card, just top to bottom, first and foremost. But like I said in my fight breakdown, I just felt like Claressa she was too fast. She's too much punch output, too skilled. And there's just too many variables to her game. While you have Savannah and all you're banking on is power, that's not going to cut it. Especially at the elite level. Power alone is not going to cut it. I'm sorry. Not, at this level, we have to do something else than just say somebody's got power. Now if you want to link it with speed, or you want to link it with intelligence, you want to link it with timing, you want to link it with spacing, but just to say, well, I'm strong, okay, that's fine and dandy, okay, but what else are you going to bring to the table? Is there are ways to nullify your power, as we just saw. It was just a great card. It really was. I wouldn't be mad if I actually saw this fight again, if there were a rematch down the road. Will they see each other again? I don't know, because Savannah Marshall says that she wants to retire. However, you and I know that a lot of times when fighters get their first loss, they get a little emotional. Their emotions are all over the place. There's thousands of people staring at them. There are cameras staring at them. And they say what comes to mind in a moment. You might be embarrassed. You might be angry with yourself. You're looking back and playing certain spots in the fight in the back of your head. And you're saying, well, if I would have just done this or would have just done that, then it would have been a different outcome. So there's a lot of things going on in somebody's head. So when somebody says that they're going to retire like that moment, after a loss, I don't always believe what they say, especially if it's someone who's had an undefeated record. If you've had like 3 or 4 losses and you say, I'm going to retire, okay, there might be something to that. But if, and of the 2 or 3, 4 losses, they were recent. This is your third fight in a year, and you lost 3 in a row, or you lost 2 in a row. All right, there might be something to that. There clearly is a decline somewhere within you, so there might be something to that. But if you've been on the up and up, and you've been on this upward trajectory, and then all of a sudden you lose, and now you're talking about you want to retire, unless there's something personal that we, the fans, just don't know about, then I just chalk that up to emotions, to be honest with you. Now, if it's motherhood, that's something separate. That's a personal thing. And that's also, it's fighting. It's hard. It's a lonely sport. And it takes a toll, not just on you as a fighter, but also on your family. So if she says something like that, then, who can argue with that? But if you're just in your emotions, in your feelings in the moment, just because it's your first loss, and you really believe going in you were going to win this, and not to say she thought she was going to win it easily, but she really believed that she was going to win this, it's devastating. So I don't know. We'll have to see if Savannah Marshall comes back, on that note. Claressa, what's next for her? Well, it's funny because her team was like, oh, we can go up to 175. And Claressa's like, pump the brakes on that. I'm not going up there. Those girls are big and they hit hard. I'm not going up there. She's like, what I will do is I will go down. That's what I will do. 54, I can do that. I can have those fights. But I'm not going up. That's a whole nother animal. And she said, we're looking out a year for me to go up, because I need to put the size on. I need to, just get acclimated to that weight class. Now, it's funny to note, of all people who said after the fight that she wanted to fight Claressa Shields, it was Natasha Jonas, from the UK. And it's just like, she's like, oh, I really want that fight. And I'm like, with Claressa Shields. I'm like, well, you couldn't do anything with Katie Taylor. Katie Taylor is not like a she's not like a known knockout artist or anything like that. And she's a lot smaller. So I don't know what you think you're going to do with Claressa Shields. But listen, chase greatness. I got no issues with that. And that's one thing I love about women's boxing that men's boxing doesn't have. You know, like women don't get caught up in politics. Women just fight. Men get caught up in politics. Women, because they haven't had, you know, equal money for so long, it's not about the money for them. It's all about the passion and the glory. Men have been making millions upon millions of dollars for so long that it's money first, passion second, glory third. And the women have the train of thought correct. If you seek the glory and you have the passion, the money will come, as we saw with Claressa Shields and Savannah Marshall. You know, like, they broke records. They did that, you know? So seek the right thing. And again, kudos to women's boxing, because they are putting on the right fights. So not mad at them. I don't really know if Claressa Shields is going to be able to find somebody who's going to match her the way Savannah Marshall matched her, and maybe compliment her in terms of commentary and press the way Savannah Marshall complimented her with press, you know, and doing these press tours and all that. That's the issue, you know, when you have these fights, it's like, honestly, the only way you want to go now is up, but you also need, as Floyd Mayweather said with Conor McGregor, you need the right dance partner. It doesn't just happen on its own. Manny Pacquiao is just a big name, but Manny Pacquiao doesn't have to talk to sell a fight. Canelo Alvarez doesn't have to talk to sell a fight. You know, Floyd Mayweather, he talks because he knows I can make the fight bigger. Then you have Conor McGregor, and they mesh so well. They both talk. So that's a mega fight. Savannah Marshall isn't a trash talker, but being matched with Claressa Shields brought a lot of things out of Savannah Marshall, which made it fun, the back and forth, the banter. It made it fun. And, you know, so in terms of Claressa Shields, they're going to have to look hard to see, number one, who's a great opponent, but number two, who's going to be like fan pleasing, you know, because the reality is Claressa Shields, she kind of turns into the heel. When people are that as good as Claressa Shields or Floyd Mayweather, as I just mentioned, it's kind of hard for them to be the hero. They have to be the the heel, sorry. In a sense, they have to be the heel. That's why Tyson Fury is so boisterous and absurd sometimes, because it's just like, I'm too good to be the good guy. Like, I got to be the bad guy, you know, or mix it up a little bit because I'm that good. Either way, I see great things coming, and I look forward to Claressa Shields just, I don't know, maybe setting another record. I don't really know who she's going to fight next. Even if she says she wants to go down, I think she kind of steamrolls to those girls. Now, one, you're also just talent-wise, you're better, and I don't think Claressa Shields has hit her peak yet. But talent-wise, you're better. But then you're also bigger, so the odds of them beating you are slim next to none. So I hear you, you know, when you say you want to go down and fight those girls. But the reality is, maybe a rematch isn't a bad thing, because it's just like, maybe somebody can have, you know, some more time to grow, you know, in terms of stature and skill level. I wouldn't mind seeing Claressa Shields and actually, no. I realize again, they're all small. I just think the best thing for Claressa Shields is, you know, if Savannah Marshall were up to it, to do a rematch. However, she looked a little too devastated. I feel like it's great that Claressa Shields is going to go back to MMA for a while. You know, I don't know how many fight obligations she has back to back, but I think in that time frame that it would take for her to train and then actually have her fight, maybe Savannah Marshall will be mentally, you know, back to normal and ready to get back in the gym. Just a thought. But those are my thoughts. Tell me what you think about the fight. Tell me who you think Claressa Shields should be fighting next. Drop your comments down below. As always, you know, I would love to hear what you have to say. And as always, please like, please share, please subscribe to my channel.